not person, not human, not individual, the unsuspecting soul.
Show them it works. Now, the way in which I built the anchor is instead of anchoring by location, what I did instead was to build a sliding anchor. The first time I elicited the response, so if you stop, and what I'm going to have you do in this exercise is I want you to have the person think of something which they consider to be one of the most intense, pleasurable experiences they can think of. And tell them to think of whatever comes to mind. Ooh, yeah. Hey, look, if you're going to make life wonderful, go for it. You know, don't think of something which would be nice. You know, fuck that shit, man. Go for it. You know, I mean, this is where you put the fun meter to the red line, you go, ching, right, and you make the sparks off the guardrail, and you think, you know, how exciting can I make my life? See, a lot of people are thinking, you know, does he like me? And so I always ask myself the question, how much fun am I having yet?
Now, you've got to understand that the ruling elite, which none of you seem to be able to identify yet, because they're possessed by demons, one of their biggest focuses other than fear is sexual energy and sexual deviance. The idea of getting the people they do not identify with to be sexually perverted, to tear them away from God, to tear them away from the Creator. Sexual deviance. These people are very prevalent in the pornography industry as far as creating the movies. You'll know this when you wake up. You'll feel it. They are very intent on trying to make you sexually perverted, sexually deviant, thinking about you only and your own pleasure, because they want to harvest your soul. And that is the way to tear you away from true knowledge.
Use your hands. That's what they're there for. Right? Just the same thing as if, you know, you go, is there anything that would stop you from buying this? And the person looks up, you go. They'll go, no? Good. Sign this. Can you feel this would be useful?
For those of you that question, when I did that NLP video with Fox News and I said Sean Hannity was pulling his hands down as a gesture to take away a person's will, to take away their energy, he just showed you.
Who? What? Now, the other thing you can do is I would recommend that you go ahead and do a little housekeeping. Remember that as long you want to keep it hot while it's hot. That, you know, maybe you can go through, and I would recommend, just for the hell of it, that you go. Holy God! Trying to strangle me here. Never mind.
Now, this is the most important one, and I know that most people missed this, so I'll play it again for you. The dual meaning in this is very specific as he has built up to it. I only showed you a few clips from this whole thing. He's building up to programming people's minds to deviate from the creative spirit. Here he's saying, keep it hot. Pay attention to the secondary sentences that are being said. Imagine a whole sentence, and then taking out key words of that sentence to formulate a new sentence on top of the sentences that it's pulled from. Like if you're at an amusement park and they have the floating ducks where you're going to turn the ducks over to see what number you get for your prize, and you have this constant stream of ducks. Now imagine taking out every fifth duck, and each of those ducks creates a different stream of ducks. It's kind of how he is using key words. Keep it hot, just for the hell of it. Why people don't know this is because they're just not connected to the Spirit. The Spirit will show you this, and I knew it immediately, and most people miss it. He has his little microphone transceiver there. He purposely, in coordination with what he was already saying about keeping it hot and for the hell of it, if you watch closely, and I'll show you again, he knocks it off himself so that he can say, oh God, you're trying to strangle me here.
You want to keep it hot while it's hot. That, you know, maybe you can go through, and I would recommend, just for the hell of it, that you go, oh my God, trying to strangle me here. For the hell of it, that you go, oh my God, for the hell of it, that you go, oh my God, for the hell of it, that you go, oh my God, through, and I would recommend, just for the hell of it, that you go, oh my God, trying to strangle me here.
Now that is loaded. To begin to program your mind with sexual feelings and thoughts, like you brought up cum and sex and all of these things, just for the hell of it, keep it hot, then God is trying to strangle you. Well, that serves many purposes. On one level, it makes you resent God. God's trying to strangle you, as if that's what the Spirit really does. Two, if you're part of a group who has created religion, then it serves the purpose to create this binary conflict in the mind, to bring rise to deviant thoughts like that, and then use their version of a God, which is the wrathful, punishing, put you back into this cycle on earth for your sins type of God. The truth is, what he really did there is he was playing God and the devil, and playing it with their minds. He was playing with their minds as the devil and God, because the demons play both sides to keep you in line. And they program your mind, like I've been telling you, with deviance, and then scare you because you think those thoughts are yours. It helps determine where you go after you die. He set that whole thing up. He had that all planned out. Watch him. He purposely knocks that transceiver off of the chair so he could say that, so he could lead it up to that. That is a good example of how they're programming your mind, which is just another reason why you need to learn this language, why you need to connect to the creative spirit so it can show you that, so you don't even have to assess it. I myself saw it the first time, but knew what he was doing throughout the whole lecture. I think it's time you connect to the creative spirit, the real God, because the creative spirit has had enough of that type of thing.
Through, and I would recommend, just for the hell of it, that you go, oh my God, trying to strangle me here. Through, and I would recommend, just for the hell of it, that you go, oh my God, trying to strangle me here. Through, and I would recommend, just for the hell of it, that you go, oh my God, trying to strangle me here. Through, and I would recommend, just for the hell of it, that you go, oh my God, trying to strangle me here.
So anyway, you can download a torrent called the Hypnosis Party Pack. Somebody referred me to that. And just do the videos of Richard Bandler. Now, you can watch his other video, Richard Bandler, I believe it's called Neurohypnotic Repattering. Watch it. See how many times he refers to himself almost directly as being possessed by a demon. He mocks Christ in it, makes fun of the crucifixion. Listen, if you are somebody who's starting to wake up, and you've noticed that, perhaps you've noticed more synchronicity in your life, then you're going to get the hang of all of this relatively quick. So the language of life, what I'm trying to show you in terms of the psychic interpretation of dual meaning and everything I'm telling you about, the larger scalar mind always communicating through you and through people and through life, is very important for you to learn. It will make something like reverse speech analysis completely obsolete. So much more will be revealed to you this way. That I can promise. And I guarantee you, I promise you, Richard Bandler is completely aware of it. And he uses